We're going to go through the isometric testing protocol using an Acculete. So you just need to anchor the device to something solid. That can be you or the treatment table or whatever you're using, that's fine. Then you set yourself up in an environment to do an isometric. So I'm just using web strapping here. Connect your device, and here's the thing to know. Most isometric testing right now, the way it's done, is you're doing maximal effort for a long period of time, which what we've discovered is really unrealistic for everyday movement. So our testing protocol is a second or less. So when you look at the app, the top number on the app is their peak force generation. It won't, if you're holding this for a long period of time and then you're pushing harder and pushing harder and pushing harder, it won't necessarily keep that peak. It will only keep a peak that is less than a second. And that's important because in everyday life, when people are moving, the force generation that people need to have, especially for biomechanical correction, all that sort of stuff, is going to be less than a second. So all you do is the top number. If you already have a number on there, you can actually click on this window. You can bring it down to 0. I just brought it down to 10. I know that the force that I'm going to be able to generate for this is going to be more than 10 pounds. So I just brought it down to something reasonable. And then when they're ready to go, you have them set up in the right environment. It's 3, 2, 1, go, stop. That's it. It's as simple as that. So it's 3, 2, 1, go, stop. So my realistic test there, 26 pounds. I mean, this is not a very advantageous position, but that gives me a relative score, and I can test this on the other side to see. The first version of a capacity test you want to do in an isometric environment is just the repeated test. So you can see that there are numbers at the bottom that are part of the accumulation score. If you've just done your one isometric test, you've tested it a few times just to see where they're at, that's fine. But then you want to do a capacity test. So all you have to do is go to the button that's on the right-hand side of the device itself. You push and hold that, and you'll see that the force generation capacity score is now 0. To do your full capacity test, it's 1 second efforts as many times as possible. Because my current peak force is 26 pounds, we know that that's what I can generate in a one-time force. I'm going to now repeat that force as many times as I can. If I'm not within 25% of that force, it's going to stop recording. So that's when we know that your capacity is, you've maxed out your capacity. So it's 1 second, relax, 1 second, relax, 1 second, relax. And as a practitioner, you're watching to see that if the accumulation has stopped or if their biomechanics have changed so much that they're, not doing the test properly anymore. Once you get that, you'll have a much clearer vision with a capacity test if there's a major imbalance, because if you test one side to the other, in an isometric test, it might be slightly different, but in a capacity test, it could be wildly different. Hope that helps.